Okay guys, so this is what we did. We took off this pipe, and it's funny because let another piece go. When we were putting in the tile, we were bending the pipe down, and that's never a good thing. You think that you're bending it, but it put it, oh here it is. It put a big kink in the pipe, which is not good. You didn't see it because it was inside the wall, but no good. So this one, we're going to, we just cut this one here, and we're going to clean this one up. So that's all kind of cleaned up. This one I cut right to where it has to be. It's pretty clean on the end. However, it might just not make it, but I don't know. I'm going to try to see if I can. I'm going to leave it right there and see. I'm going to put one of these couplings on, the cheap ones, instead of, where is it? Here it is. These cheap ones I'm going to put on 89 cents or something. And see if that works. You know, oh man, you gotta deburr this stuff. So this little cheapo deburring tool never worked good. These cheapo things. So these things are whatever, stuff it on there, plastic piece of junk. You deburr the inside. Ooh, jeez, well, you just gotta hold it on there, deburr the inside. See all that stuff coming out of there? So, whatever, just deburr that a little bit. And then deburr the other side a little bit. Cheapo tool, but I keep hanging on to it. And then clean off the edge here. One of my tools that I put in the toolbox recently, you want to clean the inside of this too, because I don't think I'm going to do a shark bite on this, because I don't know, it's embarrassing, that's why. So when you open up this thing and see a shark bite in there, you're like, it's kind of cheapo. I mean, it's not cheapo, it's expensive, and it shouldn't have to be done. So that's one thing. You got to also handy dandy file. You got to file a little bit of the edge off. It's not the good. Where's my good file, man? What the heck? You can use that emery papers crap, but you want to sit there for 3 days. So you don't use that. You just use this file. Try to use the fine side. You just kind of take off the edge. There's a lip sometimes. You know, I haven't upgraded any of my cutting tools, so my cutting wheels are probably lame, but I'm not a professional plumber, so I don't buy all this crap. But when you want to do a good job, you know those little details do help. But you end up spending money on all that crap, and you know, counterproductive after a while, unless you do it a lot. So anyway, you use this little brush tool here, and you clean out this thing. These things go pretty bad too. You got to twist them both ways so that you don't just get the wires going one way, and then it's much more effective and clean. If it's not clean, forget about it. All right, anyway, I think I gotta, here's that cutting tool that you should change the blade on. I don't know how to, looks like it's easy to do. Yeah, it is easy. Where do you get them though? So anyway, so this is, make sure you get your reading glasses on, or you're gonna mess the whole thing up. You gotta take this around and give it a little bit of a sand. Assuming you're an old guy like me, that's why you'll need reading glasses. You're a young guy, unless you do this for a career, you're not going to be wearing reading glasses. And then you can't do anything without friggin' reading glasses. Alright, so this goes on there. I clean it off again. Go both ways. Okay. Then we put on this El Cheapo connector. You see it has a little divot divot in the middle, which gives you a distance. Did I clean this? Or make sure you clean this thing. I think I did. Use this sucker, clean this out. Everything's got to be clean, you know. Shove that sucker on top there. It's just a coupler, right? And don't think that you can take a hammer or something and slam it up, because then you'll bend the copper. And usually you can tell how far it's supposed to go on. This is just a fitment test, actually. Pain in the ass. So it's like that because it's doing that because it actually work. So I just want to see on the other side if it gives me enough to put on the edge there for the connection for the spigot. If it doesn't give me enough space, then I'm an idiot. I'm just trying to save from having to do extra work. Hopefully when I cut off that bent piece, which I showed you before, I cut off just enough to put it on the inside. But anyway, what a pain, stuck now. All right, let me take you to the other side here. So here, this is the idea. That this thing comes right through this hole here, right? So this piece comes out of here, and then let's see if I can do this. And then this thing goes in here like this, right? So once that hooks in and it's flush, this goes flat. You can see that's all taped up because I'm likely to scratch the hell out of this chrome, and that little scratch will bother me for the rest of my life. So what was I doing? Okay, so now this sits in there. You can see this thing. This actually gets screwed in there pretty good, but that's probably as far as it's going to go, even with Teflon tape. All right. So I might be able to get away with this because I have to solder that in first. So once I take that female one that screws into the the spigot, then I can you know what? See, I also took this thing and I kind of tried to unbend it a little bit with a vice grip because I'm hell cheapo with this stuff. Anyway, so okay, so let me get back to work here. So this is going to be a coupling here that I have to get off because I want to make sure it's fitting on at least half an inch to this little divot. Can't even tell if you're seeing this. And then this part goes up to the other part of the divot. This goes through here, and then that gets soldered in, and then I screw it all in. But it's going to be nice and secure, and that's the way to do it. So now I forgot what the hell I'm doing. All right, I got to get off the camera, but I just wanted to do a video because I'm a lonely guy. It's scary here being alone, and it's getting dark. So see you later.